Since its inception, Global Truss America has been known to bring quality trussing at an affordable price, with multiple pieces, everything from a half foot to a 5, 8, 10, 12, and even bigger. Multiple types of base plates, top plates, mounts, boom arms, outriggers, and everything you could imagine. Global Truss has absolutely made the truss game easy for all of us. Then came the DT-36 series, which allowed you to hang an LED wall without having to worry about span sets, of course, size and weight willing, just down to center part. So what's next? What is the next big step for all of us in the industry game? Well, for a lot of you guys, it's going from your conical system, which is what Global Truss is known for. You've got your conical couplers, pin, and an arc clip, to a more standard, what most people nickname American truss, or plated truss, or more fondly known as bolt trussing. The new DT-GP series from Duratruss, a division of Global Truss America, gives you the plated truss at an incredible price without sacrificing any quality. Let's take a look. So what is the difference between your standard bolt truss and your plated truss? Well, for some people, it's just ease of things. They don't really like hammering the individual truss pieces and getting that loud bang, 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 and the venue's like, hey, can you keep it down? Especially if you're in an install or somewhere where the general clientele is still walking through. And for some other people, they just prefer the ease of being able to attach your bolts together, torque them together, and you're good. For some people, it's just about having something that's standard, that they're used to already working with. It could just be a preference. But for many people, it's the ladder look. It's being able to have that ladder feel in here, plenty of room to get in. And I want to use the DT-36 as an example because there is no room inside the DT-36. So we're just going to take a look here at our standard F-34 series. You can see with the F-34 that this is all one solid piece. Whereas with the plated truss, our DT-GP series, you've got plenty of room inside here. And as with anything from Global Truss America, you still get great service, great quality, and good people that stand behind their products. But wait, there's more. One of the really tough things about this business and dealing with truss in general is that whether you're just doing a simple truss arch to hang an LED wall, or you're doing a full-blown truss cage for lights, lasers, also an LED wall or projection screen, or if you're rigging. If one thing goes slightly wrong, you could injure, or even worse, kill somebody. So we take every step to make sure that we buy quality products. Now, everything from Global Truss is TUV certified, but they've taken it a one step further. Everything that Global Truss America and Duratruss make is both TUV certified and certified by their in-house engineers. But here on out, there will be a third-party engineer who has plenty of experience in this industry to make sure that these products not only meet, but exceed all standards that are expected out of them. So here's how it works. Global Truss has their factory, makes all the trussing. They have an in-house inspector at the factory level to make sure everything looks great and performs great. This includes welds, the ends, any burrs around the edges are all taken out. So you've got some of the aesthetics there, but then you have your integrity points, such as your welds, to make sure all aluminum extrusions, everything is the way that it should be. That gets shipped over to Global Truss's and Duratruss distribution center, where their in-house engineers also check this as well. This not only already carries the TUV certification, but now having that third-party engineer, we now have not only somebody that has checked everything on paper, but has actually performed tests, load tests, putting as much weight on this truss as possible to make sure that it's not only safe, but whatever ratio that we put in there for load ratings, that it'll exceed that. Now that doesn't mean you exceed that low rating. You go always by the low rating that's on the truss, but you know it's been tested. Heck, it's been torture tested. Let's go ahead and take a close look at the actual plated part. A couple of things again for aesthetics. You're gonna see here that there's these little, almost washers. And the reason is there's a lot of plated trussing out there that doesn't have that, so you have a gap in there. For a lot of people, it's unsightly. This is gonna give you a nice, clean look of one truss. It is a standard bolt pattern, but please remember you should only marry truss with its same brand. You don't wanna mix and match brands. If you've never used bolt trussing before, it's pretty simple. First, I'm gonna show you how it sets up. You've got your bolt, make sure your washer's underneath, gonna slide it through, put your other truss on top, washer, nut, lock it in. Very important, and I shouldn't say this, but make sure that you do not hand tighten it. Use a professional wrench. At the time of creating this video, there were some rigid edges, as you can see. The final version has a smooth, polished plate. This is a demo unit, so ignore that part. So we're gonna take this bolt, lock that in, get that in there. And again, with the ladder design, I've got a lot more room to work with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the load charts here. And let's just kind of scroll down to the 30-foot span, which seems to be a good average starting point. If you're looking at a UDL, your load at PLF 36, your deflection is 1.74 inches. At your CPL, if you're doing 540 pound CPL, your deflection is 1.44. At 405 pounds TPL, it's 1.78. And 260 pounds for your quarter point loads, it's 1.68. Comparatively speaking, when you're looking at some of the longer spans, such as a 50-foot span with a 3.3 inch deflection at a 4.5 PLF load when you're under UDL, or let's say 3.33 inches under 140 pounds of your center point load at a 50-foot span, this is very comparative to what is considered the standard out there. And again, this has been thoroughly tested, not only by the factory, not only by Global Truss America themselves over here in the US, but also by a third-party engineer. So again, the DT-GP series, you're looking at the DT-GP4 from Duratruss, a division of Global Truss America, brings the plated truss to an affordable level, available, shipping now. Make sure you contact your favorite truss dealers. Any questions, comments, please check out Global Truss and Duratruss on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.